So we'll start with the ANS. In ANS we have mainly two systems. One is parasympathetic and the other is sympathetic system. Other than that, these are also known as the parasympathetic system is also known as the cholinergic system, and the sympathetic system is also known as the adrenergic system. In these two, we'll cover parasympathomimetics, the one which will mimic the function of the parasympathetic system or will act similar to the parasympathetic system. Then we have parasympatholytics that will act opposite to the functions of the parasympathetic system. Similarly, we'll have sympathomimetics and we'll have sympatholytics. Under this, before starting with it, basically all everyone needs to know is about the various functions. For instance, if we talk about parasympathetic system and the sympathetic system, if we are talking about the heart, so the parasympathetic system is inhibitory to the heart and the sympathetic system is stimulatory to the heart. What does that mean? That means that the sympathetic system, under this, the heart rate will increase, the conduction through SNOD, AV node, all that will increase as well, and the contractility of heart will increase. But under parasympathetic system, all of these will decrease. So one way to remember this is sympathetic is stimulatory only for the heart, and for the other systems it's inhibitory. For example, first we have GIT. So if the parasympathetic is stimulatory for all the other system and sympathetic is inhibitory, so parasympathetic in GIT being stimulatory will cause diarrhea and sympathetic will cause constipation. Then for the lungs or the bronchus, this will cause bronchoconstriction as it will contract the muscles and this will cause bronchodilation. Then for the bladder, similar to GIT, this will cause increase in the urine output and this will cause a decrease in it. Then for the glands, all the exocrine glands, we have our eyes, we have many exocrine glands, all the secretions, sweat and all that. So this will cause an increase in all the secretions as it will stimulate the glands to contract and to release their secretions, and this will cause a decrease in all of those. Then we have the pupil of the eye. So this will cause meiosis. Meiosis is constriction of the pupil since this is stimulatory, and this will cause mydriasis, which is the dilation of the pupil or dilatation. Other than that, what you need to know is this is the brain and this is the spinal cord. Okay, so for brain we use the word cranial very frequently, and the parts of spinal cord that we are going to talk about here are thoracic and then lumbar and then sacral. For the peripheral regions, peripheral, cranial and sacral, their parasympathetic system originates from them. How can you remember that? P and P. But for the central, that is thoracic and lumbar, sympathetic system originates from them. You don't need to learn the root value of these. Other than that, mainly parasympathetic system will in the end release acetylcholine, and sympathetic, as you very well know, will release adrenaline or noradrenaline.